they swim, they fly, they quack. And boy, oh boy, are they just the cutest little things I've ever seen. What are these water-loving creatures? These are the things I need to know. So come along and learn with Cosmo. Let's start the show.
This is Earthly News Network with your out-of-this-world anchor Cosmo and your reporter in the field, Joe. And now, here's Cosmo.
We're on? Hello again, friends. I'm Cosmo. Welcome to another edition of Earthly News Network, where we bring you all the latest news stories about the stuff on your planet called Earth. Today, our incredible reporter Joe is visiting one of my favorite places on this planet, and it's called a park. Can you all scream it with me? Park! Yeah, she's going to tell us about these two-legged creatures that like to hang out near the pond. Can you hear us here in the studio, Joe?
Yes, I can, Cosmo. And today, we're going to learn about one of my favorite animals. They are so cool. They fly, they swim, they waddle on two legs, and they quack, quack, quack. Can you guess what they're called?
Duck! Did you say duck?
Ducks, that's right. So why don't we all stand up and waddle our way to the pond now? Ready? Let's go.
What a fun way to get around. Waddle, 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 waddle.
Wow, waddling like a duck sure works up an appetite. Did you know that ducks like to eat grapes, grasses, and invertebrates such as snails?
My grandma Astrid ate snails once, and then she had to escargot straight to the bathroom.
Hello. Did you know that ducks live all over the world? On every continent except for Antarctica due to the cold weather?
Makes sense.
Did you also know that ducks will migrate up to 800 miles in the fall to find food and a warm place to call home? When ducks migrate together, they're called a flock or a team.
Hey, that looks like a flying V. Where have I seen that before?
Ducks are also called waterfowl because they're strong swimmers with waterproof feathers and webbed feet.
What are webbed feet? I don't even think I have feet. Nope.
They are feet that have a membrane of skin between their digits so that they can swim better in the water. Their webbed feet are also called paddles.
I get it. They call them paddles because they can paddle through the water. Paddle, paddle, paddle.
That's right, Cosmo. Ducks are such great swimmers that they can even sleep up to 11 hours while floating on top of the water.
Must be where they got the idea for the waterbed.
As a matter of fact, ducks are such good swimmers that baby ducklings can swim when they're 1 week old. So whether it's on land, in the water, or up in the sky, these ducks are pretty amazing creatures on this pretty amazing planet.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Joe. Well, that's all the time we have on this episode of ENN. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, if it looks like a duck, and swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then it's simply one of the coolest animals on Earth. Quack! Quack! Quack!
They are the tallest living mammals on Earth, live in the grassy plains of Africa, and in groups called towers. Can you guess what they're called? Come learn all about this fantastical creature with Cosmo.
This is Earthly News Network with your out-of-this-world anchor Cosmo and your reporter in the field, Joe. And now, here's Cosmo.
Are we on? Oh, amazing. Hello, friends. I'm Cosmo. Welcome to another edition of Earthly News Network, where we bring you all the latest news stories about the stuff happening on your planet called Earth. Today, Joe is off visiting the giraffes. Have you met them yet? I hear they're really tall and like to eat green leaves off of really tall trees. Is that right, Joe?
That's right, Cosmo. Their favorite food are leaves from the acacia trees. They have these long, sticky tongues that can get around the thorns so that they can eat the delicious leaves.
Is that a giraffe? Their legs are gigantic.
Yes, they are. Their legs are 6 feet tall. They are the tallest living mammal on Earth. If a giraffe were to walk by a building, they'd be able to look into the second story and say, "Hello."
Wow! I wonder if I'd be able to do that. You think I could reach?
Maybe if you start stretching every day. Can you guys stretch with me? Can you guys get really tall? Like super tall, really tall, just like the giraffe. Look how tall he is. He's so tall. Can you do that? Oh, on your tippy toes, you can do it. Go on your toes. Good job, guys. That was so good. Thanks for stretching with me. Did you know the spots on a giraffe are unique to each giraffe? No giraffe has the same spot pattern.
You mean no spot pattern is alike?
Another cool thing is that giraffes are very social animals. They live in groups called towers.
Oh, I get it. Giraffes live in groups called towers because a big group of giraffes would tower over you.
Yes, they would. Giraffes also sleep standing up, unless one of their friends in their tower is keeping watch.
How does a giraffe even drink water? They're so tall, and the ground is really far away.
They can barely touch the floor. They have to spread their legs really wide so that they can reach down just to drink some water.
I see a baby giraffe. It's so cute.
Yes, there is a baby giraffe here today. There's a baby giraffe with his mama. Baby giraffes are called calves.
So, baby giraffes are called calves? What are the moms called?
Mama giraffes or female giraffes are called cows, and male giraffes are called bulls.
Wow, for being a baby, it sure does walk really well.
Yes, he is. And one day when he grows up, he's gonna run 35 miles per hour.
Hey, Joe, what are those things on their head? They kind of look like my intelligence receptors.
They are horns called ossicones. They are covered with these little hairs.
Hey, that's a cool name for their horns. Ossicone. It kind of sounds like ice cream cone. That makes me hungry. Do we have any ice cream cones?
We'll have one when we get back from the zoo. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to the giraffes now, and we're gonna say goodbye to all of our friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and learning all about the cool giraffes. Cosmo and I had so much fun with you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, Joe. Gosh, aren't giraffes cool? I can't believe they're the tallest mammal on Earth and that their tongues can work around thorns. They must have really stretchy tongues. And wasn't that calf cute? Aww. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today. I hope you had fun learning all about giraffes. My name is Cosmo, and that's all for this edition of ENN. Frank, where's the rocky road?
This is Earthly News Network with your out-of-this-world anchor Cosmo and your reporter in the field, Joe. And now, here's Cosmo.
Hello, friends. I'm Cosmo. Welcome to another edition of Earthly News Network, where we bring you all the latest news stories about the stuff happening on your planet called Earth. Today, our stupendous, magnificent reporter Joe is visiting a dragon. And I hear this dragon has a beard.
Well, it's not a beard like you're thinking, Cosmo. This is Banjo, and she's a bearded dragon who's living in California. Her species is originally from Australia, which is over 7,000 miles away.
Crikey! Her skin looks tough and bumpy. How does it feel?
Her skin is tough, but it's quite soft to the touch. Bearded dragons are reptiles, and their bodies are covered in distinct plates called scales. Scales are made out of keratin, which is the same thing that human nails are made out of. If you look closely here, she has these spiky little scales. They're called lateral fringes. Lateral fringes have two purposes. One, to make them look intimidating, to scare off predators, and two, to help them with thermoregulation.
What is thermoregulation?
Thermoregulation is the ability for your body to maintain its internal temperature. Bearded dragons use their lateral fringes by expanding them, making them really big, or contracting them, making them really small. Their lateral fringes help them cool off or warm up whenever the weather is too hot or too cold. Cosmo, what are you doing?
I'm flexing my lateral fringes. How does it look?
I think you're one step closer to achieving thermoregulation. But another important component is the gular pouch. The gular pouch runs across the chin and belly and also helps with thermoregulation by moving the blood closer or further away from the heart.
That's some crazy stuff right there.
Even crazier is that bearded dragons have 3 eyes. 2 on the sides of their heads, 1, 2, and 1 on top, 3.
My grandma Astrid always told me she had eyes in the back of her head. Maybe she has 3 eyes too.
This third eye acts like an infrared camera and can sense heat signatures. It can sense if a predator is overhead or if the sun is coming up or going down. Bearded dragons also have excellent night vision and can even detect ultraviolet light, which helps them hunt at night.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
They use their night vision and ultraviolet detection to help them find sources of food, like bugs.
Yum!
Bearded dragons don't just eat bugs, though. They also eat fruits and vegetables. Another fun fact is that bearded dragons don't make much noise since they don't have vocal cords. They usually communicate through body language, like arm waving and head bobbing.
La 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 la! I'd love to sing. I couldn't survive without vocal cords. La 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 la.
Well, I hope you had fun learning all about bearded dragons and their amazing ability to use different parts of their body for thermoregulation.
Wow! Thank you, Joe, for all that wonderful information on the bearded dragon. And thank you for tuning in. I hope you had fun learning all about these 3-eyed Australian reptiles called bearded dragons. See you next time at ENN.
This is Earthly News Network with your out-of-this-world anchor Cosmo and your reporter in the field, Joe. And now, here's Cosmo.
Doo-doo-doo. Hey, easy, Frank. Are we on? Oh. Hello, friends. I'm Cosmo, and welcome to another edition of Earthly News Network, where we bring you all the latest news stories about the stuff happening on your planet called Earth. Today, we're going to talk about solar. This just in, our adventurous reporter Joe is live on location at a backyard barnyard. Can you hear us here in the studio, Joe?
Yes, Cosmo. Hello, everybody. I'm Joe, and I'm so excited to introduce you to 2 of my newest friends. They walk on 4 legs, they eat hay and oats for breakfast, and they say, nah. Can you guess what they're called? That's right, goats. Should we try and spell it? G-O-A-T. Great job! This is Picasso and Bella. Bella is a female goat, which is known as a doe or a nanny. And Picasso, who's a male goat, is known as a buck or a billy goat. Baby goats are known as kids.
Hey, I know a goat. His name is Tom.
These aren't those kinds of goats. Another fun fact is that goats are incredibly good climbers. They're mountain animals. They've even been known to climb a tree.
Wow! They can climb trees with no hands or toes.
They actually do have toes, but their toes are covered in keratin, which is a thick nail covering their toes. Their toes are called hooves.
Hey, that's a cool word. Hoof. Hoof. Hoof, 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 hoof. I could say that word all day.
Another fun fact is that goats have 4 stomachs. This allows them to graze on the go and eat bigger pieces of food. It also allows them to digest dense plant fibers since their food consists of hay, weeds, grasses, and grains.
Sorry, think I ate my hay too fast.
Cosmo, you sound just like these goats. Goats do love to burp, and they burp all the time. As they digest their food, their stomachs act like a fermentation vat, which produces a lot of gas.
My grandma Astrid produces a lot of gas. Maybe she's part goat. Ha! Ha! Goats are funny. They burp a lot. Let's see that again in instant replay. I think goats are one of my favorite animals.
Did you know that goats were one of the first animals to be tamed and herded by humans over 9,000 years ago? Did you also know that goats' pupils are rectangular?
Wow, I can see that. Why are they rectangular?
Their pupils are rectangular so that they don't have to move their head to look around them. They can see up to 340 degrees without having to move.
Amazing! That's like having eyes in the back of your head. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of ENN. I hope you had fun getting to know our new friends Bella and Picasso. Now, let's all make like a goat and burp our way up this mountain.
Bah, 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 bah.
If you like this video and want to keep learning together, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you real soon!